Radcast. Hey guys, what's up? It's Ryan Alford and the lovely Mrs. Clark. Can I call you Mrs. Clark? Reiley Clark?
Reiley Clark, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not married, so
Miss Clark?
Miss
Sorry.
Clark.
Miss Clark.
Miss Clark works.
Sorry, I'm around older women all the time except for you. My wife is the Mrs.
I know.
Miss Clark.
Yes.
Reiley Clark, what's up? Welcome to today's news episode.
Yes, thank you. Glad to be here.
First week of December, I might add.
Yeah, that's a lot to process, but it's okay. I saw these memes over the week, and it was just like me recovering from March, and then it was like realizing March is actually 3 months from now. And it's
How about 3 weeks to get your shopping done? There you go. I'm just scared of everyone.
I know you're really freaking us all out the last couple of weeks. You keep giving us these like ticking,
It's so funny. My wife, yesterday or 2 days ago, she sent me a note. She's like, I'm getting really nervous about I think it was still November 30th. Getting nervous about Christmas with the boys. I'm like, I guess it's just the man in me. I'm like,
right.
Nervous. It's not even December yet.
Right.
You got 26 days.
Right. Yeah, that's funny.
No matter what we do. But
exactly.
Anyway. So, well, early Christmas season here, if I might add, on the latest news episode. We're feeling festive. There's a Christmas tree in the office.
Yes,
There's
there is.
At least 5 in my house. There's, garland wreaths hanging everywhere.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely feeling like Christmas.
Yes, we need to get garland in the office. I was just thinking about that.
I know. We need the Radcast studio needs some
yes.
something. Right?
Oh yeah, I'll get that taken care of.
So what's new, Reiley?
Nothing too much besides just work. I feel like we've had a lot of just really great progress with a lot of things on the podcast. We're starting to get some merchandise kind of stuff together, which that will be exciting. So hopefully, if you've been enjoying our podcast, we'd love for you guys to get some merch from us. And it's just kind of be like that, badass kind of vibe of like business, kind of goal, but also podcast kind of culture. So it'll be a good little mix of everything in there. But I'm excited to get that out for you guys.
Yeah, I like it. It's going to be interesting. Like, we're playing around with a few designs, and we've got a few ways that we can test some different things. So I'm excited to see where that goes. And I'm kind of a merch junkie, though. I'm like, I need a T-shirt or a coffee cup or anything with like something cool on it. I'm like, how do I get it? Like,
exactly.
I need more. My wife hates it because I've got my closet. I'm gonna have like 400 T-shirts. I'm starting to clean them out. And it's like, I'm such a, I'm that guy walking by something. I see a T-shirt. I'm like, that's a cool T-shirt. I'm gonna buy it. I need that.
Right, you want it as soon as you see it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But
how have you been though?
It's been good. Family's good. Wife's getting towards the other side with the shoulder surgery. So
right.
Kids are getting excited for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Some little elf has started visiting us, and if you follow me on Instagram, you're
oh my gosh,
following along, because this little guy is really rubbing it in, and I'm about to take it to him. But my kids love it. I have a love-hate relationship with them. I only like him because my kids like him, but I really want to smack him in the face. But
I can imagine.
Well, you have to think about it like every night. My wife has like it all planned out and everything, but it's like, the last thing, you're like going to bed and you're like, oh God, where's Elfie? Okay.
Right.
And then
where's he gonna be?
Yeah. And so, but my kids, they love it. So
That's
good. Kids are getting hyped for Christmas, and just stay on the up and up. Work's picking up. It's like everyone's woken up. The last couple months had been really busy with existing clients, but new business had slowed a bit. Not in a bad way, but just, and now suddenly it's like, we're getting calls every other day with
Absolutely.
opportunities. So it's good. And our newsletter launches today. So if you're on the email list, if you go to radical.company, you can get on our email newsletter list. We do that once a month. So that's going out today, the December version. We do a lot of good, it's got content that we've produced throughout the last month, as well as some really good, I think, our digital media team puts together some really good insights and recommendations or links to articles for stuff that we're finding really interesting or kind of cutting edge tactics. Ooh, look at there. A little sound effects coming in.
We're playing with all the things today.
Yeah, so check out our newsletter anytime, and you can get signed up for that. But it's good. I was a little disappointed GVO Hustle got canceled.
I know.
It just felt like the right thing to do.
I agree.
Whether we had, we're in South Carolina here, and it's been very what I'd call warm. November was warm. It was like 60s and 70s the entire month, and then we just got blasted by a cold front. So we were going to do an indoor-outdoor event with GVO Hustle. So we're going to push it towards February. It just feels like the right thing to do with COVID, still kind of picking up, and didn't want to jam 100 people or however many people showed up
no, I think
into
it's
the
smart.
office. So other than that, that's good. But here's Reiley with the news.
Okay, so we have 5 articles, topics for you guys today. The first topic is Coca-Cola has always been the person who has the, share a Coke with someone around the holidays. Well, even, for a long time. But this time they're kind of doing one that's sharing a Coke with, your holiday hero. And it brings in this really nice acknowledging factor that I think Coke has always done, with the personalized name tags or whatever it is, but sharing and giving back with, the essential workers that have been, very tirelessly working this year.
Yep.
And I think this is just a really sweet thing. And I'm glad to see that this is what's, their kind of message part of, this holiday season.
No, I mean, it's very timely. Like you mentioned, it's since I can remember their campaigns. It's always been about share a Coke, sharing the experience of a Coke. I think they've always positioned that brand. And, having been kind of a Coke lover my whole life, I've transitioned to Diet Coke and try to drink less than I used to, just in balance, drink more water. But there's something about that, refreshness of, the effervescent, I don't know what it is. Like, I think about having a Coke and it's like fizzing in your face, and it's sweet and it's like yummy and all that. So I hope I'm selling some Coke right now. Right. But anyway, they've always had the campaign kind of share a Coke, share the joy. And so it plays in with their brand, and then with the time period, my hero, so handing those out to first responders or police officers or whoever is, your hero during this difficult time that we've had. It feels like a great brand play for them.
Absolutely.
Playing off something they'd already done. And I think it's great, and I think that you'll see a lot of this. It was cool when I remember when they had the names on the Coke bottles, and I don't know. I think they just stopped that, but I was always looking for my name. So I thought
could you not find your name?
Oh, I found it eventually, but it took a while. I mean, Ryan, Ryan it's not uncommon, but it's not a John, a Michael, a Peter.
Yeah. Imagine Reiley, Reiley. Yeah, I did not find. Yeah. I was that kid that when you were younger, you'd find the keychain.
Oh yeah.
Myrtle Beach,
looking for the pocket knife that has your name on it.
My brother and sister could, Hannah and Andrew. I mean, they were able to find their keychain or whatever. But it's funny.
We didn't really help our children with that notion too. We have Nash, Hogan, Hudson, and Clayton. Those aren't exactly the most common names either. So we go to the Myrtle Beach gift shop, and it's like.
Pretty much just avoid that section.
Can you make us some T-shirts? Okay,
perfect. Exactly.
But no, I love this campaign, and hats off to Coke.
Absolutely. Next topic is Lady Gaga is collaborating with Oreos. And I like this because, we've talked about this in the last couple news episodes anyways, cross-industry collaborations, whether it's rappers with McDonald's or Taco Bell or whatever it is. And now you have Lady Gaga with Oreos, and she's having a couple different flavors, so to speak. The one that's coming out, I honestly don't even fully know what this flavor is going to taste like.
Neon green and
pink. But it looks, I kind of want to taste it now, but it looks super cool. So we'll see what happens with that. But
it's great. I love, we talk about this on a lot of the news episodes. We bring in a lot of pop culture references and things like that, and so it feels like a great play for the brand. Oreos in the last, call it, someone's gonna correct me on this. No, it's been exactly 4 years, 2 to 3 years. It seems like I just started noticing them, playing around with brands and flavors. Forever, it was only white and chocolate. That. You had double stuff.
And you got double stuff.
Double stuff was it. Right. Now you've got ultimate stuff and big stuff and large stuff.
That's right,
and peanut butter chocolate and mint, or okay, I love the flavors and guilty pleasures. But this feels like a good extension even past that in getting the pop culture reference. Lady Gaga is promoting the hell out of it, and you're gonna see it all over social media. And people are gonna, like have a CD or they don't even have CDs anymore, album art, whatever from Spotify,
right.
And have their Oreos next to it. So you're gonna see it on social media. People are gonna play because the colors are really bright and interesting, just like Lady Gaga.
Exactly.
And so it seems like a great play. And again, I love it when brands kind of, take a detour from the everyday and get more into the vernacular and the mindset of pop culture and or just everyday music,
Right.
So it feels like a great brand play to me.
I agree. Our next article is probably my favorite topic that we're going to cover today. And this is, if you haven't seen it already, it is Ryan Reynolds' media content company, Maximum Effort. And they are playing on, what basically a shit show 2020 was.
Yep.
But they're highlighting...
And we could all say that, right? It's been a shit show.
Oh, for sure. But they play so well on, just the resilience of singles in 2020. And it's this campaign for Match Group, which, embodies, Tinder, Hinge, and even Match.com. And then they're having this video of this, Satan matches with 2020. And it's a match made in hell. So funny.
No, it's brilliant. Clever. It's clever. It's a detour from what they've done normally, because Match has normally been like happy, shiny, these couples that we put together. So, I love it when a brand's reflective and self-aware of what's happened with this year. And I know if you're watching it on, if you're watching the video right now on YouTube, we've got the commercial playing. So I definitely encourage people to check it out. But again, great for the brand. Interesting that Ryan Reynolds, I think he's getting into everything.
He is.
Was it gin? Is it gin as he's doing? Or he's doing some kind of alcohol. And then now a production company. So, hey, just come into the ad world, man. But exactly. Really cool spot. And you need to watch it because it's all, like we talked about pre-episode, it's all the little subtle things.
It is. They have the toilet paper.
Yeah, they got the couple eating a picnic on the football field, and it's WTF in the end zone paint. There's a lot of just little subtle jabs. It's I
love it, and just the emptiness of everyone else that's not in. They're in the stadium, just taking up the space on the field to themselves, but because clearly no one else is able to be in the stadium, it's just them. And wherever it is, the toilet paper, even the Hornet that was in the beginning, it's clever, it's funny, and I'm very entertained by it. And I think it was a really good spot because at the very end, it's make 2021 your year, and it's clever, and so we'll see where it goes. But I think it's been a cool spot, cool spot for sure. Our next article is Pringles is revamped their
packaging.
Their packaging. The Mr. Pringles
branding
has a glow-up. That's what they call it. And I thought it was interesting that they had, they're trying to pull more of this modern, simplistic, bright color kind of stuff. And that's great. But I don't know. I don't know if I really like the new Mr. Pringle. I don't know. What do you think?
I understand why they're doing it, but it's interesting when brands stick with something for as long as they do, and then they decide
that was 20 years.
Yeah, and so everything, and I don't know, deserves a refresh and all those things, but whether or not it's going to move the needle or not, I don't know. I have no idea. But at least they're using good vernacular for
absolutely
glow up.
Well, right, and that's what was funny. I like that they brought in the cultural relevance of just everyone's having a glow up right now, or what was your glow up over the last couple of years, or whatever it was. And I like that play on it. But the mustache is really kind of in your face now. I'd
love to see the market research. They did this.
Oh, for sure.
On the shelf, I'm walking by. I'd like to get if they're playing towards more of the Gen Z millennial crowd, if that's the goal here, I'd like to do a test with 50 people in the mindset, age group, whatever they were going for, whoever their target was, and walk down the shelf aisle and see how many noticed the difference.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And if again, and that's not the only judge of it, because they put it in social media. There's a lot of other places where it's more in your face.
Right.
So I'm sure that's what someone would say.
Right.
But, does this really move the needle for them? I don't know. But, it's the glow up.
Right. Well, they even said, they're trying to do a Fresh as Mr. P sweepstakes. And so this is something that they're trying to get their Twitter followers. So if you follow Pringles on Twitter, they're really encouraging their fans to tweet their favorite Pringles variant. And then, you'll get a chance to win $1,500 and then a selection of the new chips, the new line of chips. And I know that they're also trying to play on the fact that, like, you can stack Pringles stackables. What was it? The Super Bowl.
I'll tell you what, I've been mixing Pringle flavors for like 20 years. Like, you give me some like nacho cheese and some pizza like together, I stack those things.
Ooh.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, yeah.
So they should have been calling me a lot earlier if they want some crazy blends.
Right.
I mean, my kids, we got Pringles and chips everywhere in my house. Like, no one has the willpower that I do. I mean, the amount of junk food that is in our house, and we feed our kids good. I don't want to go, he feeds his kids junk food. No, not all the time, but we do have some crazy snacks everywhere. And I'm like, when I'm trying to really tighten it up, damn, those Pringles look good.
That is funny.
But so I do love some Pringles.
Right.
Whether or not his beard and his mustache or getting grown up. All grown up. That was what made me think of. I think of glow up. He's all grown up, but all glow up.
Yeah.
Mr. P.
Absolutely. Our next topic and our last topic for today. This is a very interesting one to me because Pepsi is getting in on the self-care initiative that I guess everyone else has been getting on this year as well. And they are creating a Pepsi at home self-care kit that comes with a Pepsi bath bomb, Pepsi sugar scrub, and a Pepsi face mask. Now I have several questions about this when I first saw this, but if it's going to be like Pepsi and it's going to have that Pepsi flavor and stuff like that, are you going to feel sticky? You know what I mean? I don't want to be feeling sticky after. That's not why you use a bath bomb. You're using a bath bomb to just chill. But if it's going to smell like Pepsi or that kind of sugary, sticky stuff, if it looks brown, I mean, I don't know. What is your opinion on this?
I like the notion of what they're trying to do.
I'm over here negative, and you're like, the notion.
I like the notion is right.
Right.
The insight that drove it. Sometimes when we go over some of these news things, I back my way into the strategy. The strategy and the consumer insight is right. We have a very overstimulated, overworked, stressed society as a whole right now.
100%.
So the insight on society and the notion of giving them a spa retreat, do all that feels right.
Right.
Whether or not it's right for Pepsi, I don't know. But I can get down that path.
Right.
But to your point, there's just this, for me, focus group of one here. When I think of being clean and comfortable and relaxed, I think of just clean smells and fragrances.
Lavender, eucalyptus,
yes, exactly.
sage.
And maybe some wintergreen. I don't know. But
right.
But Pepsi is not the first thing that comes to mind with wanting to rub it on myself.
No.
Some Pepsi soap. But
I don't.
Hey, it's the thought that counts, I guess.
Right.
But it feels like a little. I don't know. Sometimes just because you doesn't mean you should.
Totally agree with you.
This falls in that camp for me, but we'll see.
I get that, but I also know that Pepsi, at least according to what they're trying the last year, so they've been trying to get more as a lifestyle brand versus just a soda brand. And so to that end, I understand trying to now bring in self-care. I mean, what was it last year? They did a collaboration with all those fashion brands Urban Outfitters and everything.
I'm okay with Cardi B, in the commercials and all that.
Right.
Hey, more Cardi B, but soap scrub,
right.
What
is this doing for you? What is, yeah, but anyway, so that's actually it for us today. But, obviously we can, it's going to be interesting to see what this happens. But the other thing is, actually, if you want to participate and try to get this at-home spa kit, you have to tweet Pepsi, hashtag Pepsi Spa, and hashtag sweepstakes. Tag one of your friends. The company said, and that's how you're going to, I guess, get in this. I don't know if it's going to be like a bowl, and they're like drawing out your handle for who's going to end up getting this this at-home spa kit. But
I imagine they might sell them too. They've got an e-commerce store off their website. Right. Probably have it both. If you'd like to buy some Pepsi soap scrub, you know where to go.
Exactly.
Cool. Well, enjoyed it, Reiley, and look forward to next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.